they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah.
Welcome to Graybo's Giblets. We're out here dropping giblets. I'm your host, Graybo, and I'm joined by always Denny One Time and Fitz, and we're breaking down the Week 3 NFL slate. I was not here last week, but I'm excited to be back. I know we had a special guest. Do we have a special guest for NFL too? Did Keith join us for NFL?
The counselor joined us.
Let's go.
You don't listen to the podcast.
Oh my gosh. I was at a wedding, okay?
He's a Johnny Manziel podcast. He didn't watch any film.
It's been out for a week.
It has been out for a week. I'm going to go back and listen to it. Take notes. All right, so let's just go to the board. Let's see what we got. This week is a tough week for the NFL.
It is.
Very tough. So looking at last week, Denny, overall, you're 4-5, coming off a Colts +8 win. Good call on that. Jags -8.5. Woo, big loser. Titans +3.5. Big loser. So Denny, take us through that and take us. Hopefully, we do have a better week, huh?
Yeah, let's do better this week. That's what I get for betting against my guy Deshaun Watson. Just when I was counting him out, here he comes, roaring back. He completed 80% of his passes, throwing the ball like a sandwich. But hey, they were catching it. So I don't like mini games this week. I'll probably not bet many of them. But if you're putting a gun to my head and you're saying, give me 3 bets. So I think a very intriguing matchup is the Dolphins at the Bills. How excited are you for that one?
That is going to be the game of the week.
And so, again, I would not do this in like a cover 5 format because the Dolphins, they could blow anybody out right now. But the Bills at home, Bills are playing well. They're on a 2-game win
Bills
streak.
Mafia.
Yeah, the Dolphins are very, the public loves the Dolphins right now. So I think the Bills -2.5. Can they win by a field goal at home all day? Give me that one. So the Panthers getting 4.5 at home versus the Vikings. I just think I can't imagine the Vikings being a 4.5 favorite over anybody. So if the Vikings are playing anybody giving more than a field goal, I probably would take the other team. And the Panthers, can they keep it close? Sure, let's do that. And finally,
let's do it.
Finally, the Colts, who I was shit on the first 2 weeks of the season, and I shouldn't have. They're a pretty solid team, regardless of who's playing quarterback, whether it's Richardson or Minshew. I like them versus the Rams. I'm just not very bullish on the Rams right now.
I like it. Yeah, the Colts are playing good football. Good team football. Fitz, man, 7-2-1 overall. Have a season so far. Lions -3, get that win. Eagles -4.5, they get the win. The Bengals push for you -3. I know that was frustrating. Almost went 3-0. Anything to say about those games or get right into your picks?
Yeah, McVay backdoors me again.
Woo!
This one legit though. Sean Payton still a fraud.
Oh God, he's bad. Does he get fired if they lose to the Bears this week?
He's okay, but
Is he doing a worse coaching job than Nathaniel Hackett did?
He might.
that's like the text I send every single week after watching them play. We got to talk to a Broncos fan today. He was
not happy.
pretty upset.
Sad.
Yeah, sad. And I'm looking forward to the Jameis revenge game.
Let's go. And he's going to be the starting quarterback for a few weeks. Carr is banged up, but said he was not out for the season.
So my 3 picks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You have me a pick.
yeah.
You were just talking. My bad.
Jags.
You're taking the Jags against your Falcons?
I am. I'm paying the Falcons again. Jags -3.
In London.
At home.
In London.
London.
Toy Story game.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch.
He was like, after that comment, he's like, I didn't mean to say that.
Eagles -8 versus the Commanders.
Yeah.
I know that line is starting to creep.
Yep.
And I am addicted to betting the Bengals. I'm also addicted to fading the Titans. They play each other this week. So I'm gonna show some self-restraint.
No.
And bet against another team I can't quit, the Chargers. Chargers -5.5 versus the Raiders.
I like it. I like.
I'm going chalky. This is like back to back,
man.
like all
Back
favorites.
to back, little chalk here, huh? Myself, I'm 7-3. Had the Bills -6.5. Big win over the Commanders last week. Patriots -2.5. That was a win. but I had the Broncos plus 6.5. That should count as two L's. But we'll take it 2-1. We'll take 2-1. Keith also had the Broncos, so but he also had the Texans, so good pick by him. But for me, I'm going a lot of the games you guys said. The Panthers +4 at home. I love that. The Vikings are only good at home, and they're not even good at home this year. So love the Panthers defense. Don't sleep, and I hope Andy Dalton plays. I think they have a better chance with Andy Dalton than Bryce Young. I think that's going to be my lock, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only game I really feel confident about. But I do like the Chargers -5.5 at home against the Raiders. Herbert just lost Mike Williams for the season. Going to be slinging it to Quentin Johnston. And then the Eagles, I got -9. So Fitz beat me to it again. It is creeping, but I still like the Eagles to roll the Commanders. Sam Howell, 0 touchdowns, 4 picks against the Bills last week. You can see that happening again in Philly. Philly fans, baby.
I think y'all talked me into the Eagles. Just like I was faded the Commanders hard against the Bills last week. I think I'm going to fade the Commanders one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
And I'm glad you mentioned Quentin Johnson because Josh Palmer. I heard another guy describe it this way: Josh Palmer's higher in the pecking order, but Quentin Johnson's coming into the role.
Yeah,
Mike Williams.
He's
role.
coming in a Mike Williams deep ball role. Mike Williams did have a big touchdown last week, but he always gets hurt, and he's out for the season again. R.I.P. Mike. Prop City, here we go. This is not Denny's favorite segment, but we love doing them. Best prop bets of week 2. Denny is 1-2 overall, but he hit ETN pretty easily. He had 88 rushing and 50 receiving yards, way over. I think the over was 80.
Yeah,
or something like that. So actually, I don't know why you hate it.
It wasn't 138.
That was he crushed.
Yep.
Fitz is 2-2. Garrett Wilson over 47.5 receiving as he's smiling at me. He had 48 receiving yards.
A win's a win.
Unbelievable. And then I am 3-3. Cousins over 275. He threw for 367. So we went 3-0, fellas. Love it. Let's continue it. Denny, who we taking as your prop to bet this week?
Recency bias has the Eagles' offensive line just opening like gaping holes, and I don't see the Commanders stopping DeAndre Swift. I do think what Sirianni's been doing is just running Swift like madman the first half. Once they get a lead, they'll back him down, but by the time they have a lead, he'll have over 63.5 yards.
Love that. He looks good. Fitz, who we got?
He looks fast. He's wearing 0, so it looks extra good.
Extra fast. Those uniforms make him look fast.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Joe Mixon over 52.5 rush yards. He's gotten there every week. I know the Titans' rush D is pretty solid, but I like the Bengals to finally get that offense going this week. So, and then a bonus prop for the people, whatever number they give you for a Jameis over interceptions. I would bet it all the way to -200, maybe even -250. You might even see if you can get it over 1.5 at plus.
I like the
alternate
line. tease it up to 3.5.
He loves throwing picks. Like in Red Zone when they they show touchdowns when they cut over to Winston like a few years ago. Remember, every time it was just an interception. Here's Winston driving back, interception,
smiling the whole time.
It's not an interception. It's like 80% of the time it's a pick 6.
Oh yeah, it was a pick 6 every time. Yeah, you're right. That's hilarious. I'm continuing with the quarterback over play here. Herbert over 284.5. I know that's a lot, but they are going to be gunning, throwing. Is Eckler out again? Have y'all seen anything?
Back to practice.
He's highly questionable.
He's highly questionable.
Yeah, I think
we're the experts. No Mike Williams, no problems. Quentin Johnston will just fill that role. I think Herbert. I think I see hit throwing for 300 easily in this game against the Raiders, and that's what the Chargers do. And it might be closer than people think because the Chargers head coach is probably one of the worst coaches in the league. So they won't be killing anybody. They'll be in every game. So you see a lot of times Hurts got taken out in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen got taken out in the fourth quarter. Herbert will be in the whole game because it'll be back and forth because the Chargers always find ways to blow it. All right. So that gets us into our DFS picks. This is the one thing that we are so frustrating because we had a lot of good highs, like a lot of good guys last week. We just didn't have the right lineups. And I think it's contest picking. We need to pick the right contest, Denny.
Fine.
That's
fine.
We are struggling a little bit in the DFS world, but we had some highs last week. Tua.
Who picks the contests?
Well, grade us now.
We had Tua, we had ETN, we had Mostert,
Yeah.
we had Zach Moss, we had Keenan Allen, we had Laporta, we had Cousins in a lot of these lineups.
And daily fantasy will give you like the worst case of the woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Yeah.
All forms of gambling, you have that. But
You
DFS
have it.
is the worst.
It's the worst.
Because we played Mostert, right, which is fine. But if you watch, I took A-Chain a bunch in season long, and was watching like almost no carries. And then the week before, he got like 6 to 8 touches. And I said, you know what? Maybe this is the week he's trending upward. But who could have imagined?
No way.
You know
You guys didn't stack Mostert A-Chain?
No.
You know what's funny is in DFS, there's almost every weird combination
Yeah.
somebody stacks.
Someone
it,
probably
and
did. No one did that.
I didn't see one lineup
I
that
don't.
had both, which because that's insane.
And that's the thing with DFS. Like, if you don't have the guy and they score a touchdown, it's like, well, they just passed me in something.
Yeah.
It is crazy. It is
Yeah.
crazy. The lows was my Tony Pollard pick. The Cowboys stunk. But Duke, let's get the guys going, and then we'll find the contest.
Yeah.
And we're gonna figure it out this week. We're gonna make some money this week. We're gonna come back one of these weeks and be like, we just made $50,000 this week.
This might be the
One of
week.
these lines. This might be the week. Let's get it. All
Might be
right,
the one.
quarterbacks. Who we got?
All right. So y'all talked about this guy already, which is great. I'm glad y'all are all up on it.
All over.
You know, I'm a Herbert truther, and at 7,800, he's not even like the top 3 cost wise. So you can save a little money and get Herbert against the Raiders. Josh McDaniel, let's go.
I see a game stack. And then you can run it back with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
a great
I'm
game.
going to mention him very soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
So middle of the road, Dak in a bounce back spot, 6,200 versus the Pats. He's making a face. You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't like it because of Pat's D.
Pats, it's just the Pat. Dak, God, man, I don't know with him. Like, he just
I mean, but look,
doesn't do it for
the
me.
first 2 weeks, they scored a gazillion points. So that's fine. I'll play Dak in my own lineups.
No, we're
In your
doing
own
it.
contest.
Yeah. Take my ball. Go home. All right, and then cheaper. I like Stroud, 5,600. I don't really love any cheap quarterbacks, but I like him a little better than the rest.
Yeah, I think we are going to go Herbert a lot. I think we're aligned with that. I think we're going to lock in Herbert a lot in these lineups. Josh Allen as well in a lot of these lineups. He is popping really well in the model.
Yep.
I like that,
I do
using
like
the model.
Yep.
And then as my
Doesn't know how to use Excel.
that's not true. Come on.
No,
it's pretty funny.
I'm impressed with that. You know how to do formatting in Excel and make like your top line a different color.
Yeah, thank you.
I saw him merge a cell earlier. I almost fell out of my seat.
All right. Jeez. See what I get? See what I get for trying. All right. Jimmy G, I like. Like I said, this Charger Raiders game is going to get a lot of love. Jimmy G at 5,300. If he has Devontae, he's going to throw it to him, and he's going to get some points for 5,300. Running backs, I'll start. I think this is the weakest position this week. I don't. Pollard has just burned me so much. I don't want to go back to him, but that's when you should go back to him. But the 3 I like, Miles Sanders is going to score a touchdown this week, 5,800 for the Panthers against the Vikings. The Vikings have a terrible defense. And then Kyron Williams and Moss play against each other, Rams versus Colts, and both are at 6,000, and they are the lead backs. This is the last week before Jonathan Taylor comes back, so I think they're going to take advantage of Moss this week. So those are my 3 plays. Like, I don't have a lot for running back. I don't like the position at all.
Yep. I'm with you on Pollard. If I have to take somebody up top, I probably won't play a lot up top, but if I have to, I'll probably spend up on him. Kyron Williams at 6K. He's just getting he's getting most every snap. And then I'm trying to. There's going to be a blow up game for Jaylen Warren.
You love this guy.
Yeah, he's going to take. It's clear he's going to take that over. It's just a matter of when. And
Yeah.
So by being burned by not picking on A-Chain like the week before everyone else figured it out, I think I might in some like bigger contests.
I like that.
Play Jaylen Warren.
I like this.
as the guy.
So
Bigger contests. No, we're not playing bigger contests.
If we do,
we're not playing you mean like bigger money contests
no,
or
like bigger
no?
fields. Bigger
You
fields.
should play them in smaller fields.
Jalen Warren. I'm saying
Get that advantage.
He could get a 5 point. He could get 5 points. But like if he blows up, that might win you a milli. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I know what you're saying.
So you don't want to pay up at running back. At what point? Because Christian McCaffrey averages 24.
Like him. Like if you're gonna if you're
at
gonna.
What point is 9,200 like? Is he too expensive at 9,200? Is that why? Or
yeah. So if you take him, then you got to take a bunch of smaller guys that are riskier, and that's why I would take him in the millie. Like McCaffrey in the millie with a bunch of real cheap guys that might blow up, might not.
Yeah. So like if you are gonna play Warren, definitely we now can play McCaffrey. Like it's so hard to fit him in. But like if someone plays McCaffrey, am I gonna be like that's a bad play? Absolutely not. Like he's an automatic lock every week.
Yeah.
Wide receivers. For me, easy. You want to match up that Raiders-Chargers game. So Keenan Allen with Herbert, Devontae Adams are the big names that I'm going to play up top for receivers. Then I like for value, I like Zay Flowers getting a lot of volume at 5,600. And then you got Jacoby Myers is back 5,500. And then I really like Adam Thielen 4,500. He's like a security blanket for these Panther quarterbacks. So I like Thielen. Duke?
Yeah, watch Thielen because he didn't practice today. He's probably still going to play, but just watch because he did not practice. But he is old, so old people do that. I agree with Devontae and Keenan. I like if I had to pick one, I would take Devontae at the top. Middle of the road, give me a little bit of Michael Pittman, 6,500, regardless of who the quarterback is, and then cheap Pickens for Pittsburgh is still 5,400. I think. He got huge play, big play capability, and that's pretty cheap. I think that's mispriced personally.
Love it. And then for tight end, again going to the value, I got Freiermuth at 3,400. All he does is score touchdowns, and then I really like. Okay, this goes with your Dak. Like so, if we are going to play Dak, we definitely want to match him up with Jake Ferguson at 3,500. So, I always try to match up a quarterback with the tight end.
Yeah. So. Mark Andrews is about as cheap as you're ever going to get him, 5,400 against Cleveland. Cleveland's a good defense, obviously. That's factored into that price. And then if you're going to go cheap, I like Ferguson or Muth at that 3,500, 3,400 number.
Awesome. All right, so let's move to locks of the week. Congratulations to our Survivor winner, Ryan Fitz, for winning Survivor, as me and Duke picked the Jags and got bounced. Fitz picked the Chiefs, and he won in week 3. But we're still going to throw some things out there.
This was a big week for Survivor. 3 of the top 5 Survivor picks lost this week. I was going to take Dallas, for example. I would have lost too. So.
Yeah, huge. So with our locks of the week, Duke, you're 1 and 2. You had the Jags minus 8 and 5 as your lock. Fitz, you're 2 and 1 as you hit the under 43. Steelers Raiders, we're at 41. And then I'm 3-0 with my locks, people. Let's go. Patriots minus 2.5. Big W. All right. So Duke, maybe you don't have a Survivor pick. If you had to do Survivor, maybe throw a pick out there. But what's your lock?
I don't like any of these games this week enough to call it a lock. But if you make me pick one, give me the Bills. I think again minus 2.5 at home. I will. Well, I'm gonna address this other topic when we get to the card piece. So go ahead.
All right, awesome. Fitz, who are we going with? And you're still in Survivor, so we still want to know who you're taking. See how long you can go.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes here, and it looks like I didn't pick a lock of the week.
You're gonna take Philly, I'm guessing, as your lock.
I like that. We do love Josh McDaniels for kicking that field goal at the end to keep that under live. And the strategy worked to pivot off the Jags. So
you've already used the Niners, so you can't take the Niners. So
no, that's I wrote that in. So
no, he wrote that in. You've used the Ravens, Bills, Chiefs.
I gotcha.
So Niners will be my Survivor pick,
right? Like
the only safe pick.
Yeah, 14 points.
Yeah, and my lock will be. Yeah, we'll go Eagles just because I can't think of anything else.
Right. I mean, that's a good lock. Good lock. My lock is Panthers plus 4.5. Told you it would be my lock at home versus the Vikings. And if I was still in Survivor, it definitely would be the 49ers. Take it because it's a hard week. Don't try to be sneaky. Cards. All right, fellas. Who are we buying, holding, and selling? For me, it's kind of maybe you guys can talk me through this as well, but sell Miami when they're hot, right? Tua, Tyreek Hill, or are we holding those guys? Or are we buying more of those guys? Talk me through the Dolphins, Denny.
All right. So, I basically, was a preached selling Tua after week 1. He's obviously continued to perform. There's you could see a path for him staying healthy this year, the way he's playing, get rid of the ball, avoiding big hits, etc. But so maybe I'm backing down off that position of but his prices are up. So anytime somebody's prices are up, I'd say sell. And that would go with Tyreek as well. While they're undefeated, things are going well. I'm really looking forward to whoever wins the Josh Allen versus Tua matchup this week. Whoever wins that, I think is going to be a big time sell, because they're kind of declaring, hey, this is my division.
I know who we're rooting for.
Yeah.
Come on, Josh.
You mentioned, you're talking about Jordan Love.
Yeah, I also had Jordan Love and Sam Howell. So I know Sam Howell had a bad game, but since where we live, he's still a lot of people are still buying him.
So I'm starting to have some concern that maybe it's too premature, but we sold him. We sold a big one last week.
Thank God.
But I'm not buying Sam Howell right now, so I would say if somebody wants to buy any that we have, I would let him go. If I had to pick one young quarterback that I'm bullish on long term, it would be Jordan Love.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even think he was that good in college. That's why I'm still eye on him.
But I would say, wouldn't you say as of this moment?
Yeah.
You're bigger than right now over Pickett.
Right.
Not Purdy. Obviously, Purdy
is
he's already in his own category.
Fitz can talk about Purdy. Fitz, you want to talk about your boy Purdy, or are you?
That's more selfish PC than shop cards. We've actually moved most of the Purdy stuff.
Until you check the prices, and maybe it's not PC anymore. Maybe
I know. Yeah, it might be slowly offload some of them, but it's just the way that, again, we talked about it. So the way that the NFC's set up, they're definitely going to be in the playoffs. So I think his prices will go up. Definitely the way that they've played at the end of the year, you might try to get rid of them before an NFC Championship game, but I think you can hold on to Purdy.
Love it. I love it. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today. Good luck with your bets. Thanks for listening to Graybos and riding with Graybos. And be sure to tune in next time. Leave us a 5-star review. We're out.
Oh, Lord.
Let's.
Oh, Lord. $100 got him beat the eyes for the 100th time at a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant. Now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5. Grade was on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching. I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down. Place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gonna get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gonna get you to the window?